Once upon a time, in a small African village called Ilu, there lived a family of three: Igo, his wife, and their son Efe. Igo and his wife has been married for 3 years. Tega is pregnant with her second child. Ilu is a remote community surrounded with water. The major occupation of the people of Ilu is fishing and farming. The people of Ilu are artisans. They are known for their creative and unique style of weaving baskets and other beautiful household items with bamboo twine. In Ilu community, their men are mostly involved in the fishing and farming aspects, while the women are mostly involved in basket making. The bamboo twine for making the basket are gotten from the forest along the river. People of Ilu community are not allowed to go for fishing or farming on their market days. According to them, it's a taboo for anyone to go to the river that day because they believe the water goddess will be purifying the water and making it fertile for their normal fishing activities for the rest of the days. According to the elders in the community, a long time ago, a particular man went to the river on market day and did not return. Nobody knew what happened to him. It was believed that the water goddess held him in the river and did not allow him to return because nobody saw his floating body on the river. The people of Ilu community are very peaceful and loving people. Strangers are always excited when they visit the community because the villagers are so accommodating. Every Ilu market day, people from the neighboring communities travels from both far and near to buy fish, locally made baskets, and other beautiful items. Every evening in the Ilu community, you see different most evening in Ilu community, people sit outside forming different groups. Women telling stories, men playing local drafts, and children playing and running around. Igbo have a childhood friend, Ovo. They have been friends since their youth days. Most times, they go for fishing together. Few months later, Mr. Eagle's wife Tega was delivered of a bouncy baby boy. The whole community were excited as they came to Eagle's house to congratulate him. Eagle was so excited that he is now a father of two healthy boys. In Ilu community, towards the end of the year, they observe a fishing festival where different people from both far and near come around to celebrate the festival with them. At the festival, different fun activities are being carried out, like wrestling among the youth boys, dancing competition among the youth girls, and so many fun activities. But the main activities so many men and women look forward to is a fishing game where men go on fishing and the one with the largest fish got a prize and will be the talk of the whole community for that year till another fishing festival. The winners are always excited because they will be the talk of the community, likewise their wives and kids. A few years later, Eagle's wife became pregnant with their third child and was delivered of another bouncy baby boy. Mr. Eagle was not really happy with the fact that his wife gave birth to another boy. He was expecting a female child, though he did not complain much because they planned on giving birth to four children. Mr. Eagle was expecting his wife to give birth to a baby girl as their last child when she gave birth to the fourth boy. Eagle was so angry that he showed his displeasure. Come, oh, this woman. Now only boy child you dey born safe. I want a daughter that can take care of me when I'm old. And I also want people to come to my compound to celebrate with me when I want to give my daughter's hand in marriage. Fega was so upset with her husband's attitude and will always argue with him whenever the matter arises. Now maybe God when he go determine the gender when I go born. Abi no be wetin you give me I bring come out. Tega will always tell Igbo. Ovo, Igbo's friend, will always tell his friend to be grateful to God because some are looking for a male child they did not see. And others are even looking for a child to call their own. But here you are complaining of birthing only male children. One fateful day, Ego brought a woman to his house and told Tega, Mama boys, this is the new wife I want to marry. Oh. Since you cannot give me a daughter, I brought her so that she can give me one. Tega cried throughout the night. The next morning, she went to Ovo's house to inform him about her husband's recent attitude. Ovo, can you imagine your friend brought in another woman to the house last night, saying he's the woman he wants to marry, since I cannot give him a daughter? Am I God that gave girl child? Tega cried. Stop crying, don't worry, I will talk to my friend. One evening, Ovo and Ego sat down to play local draft. Hey, my friend, what is it that I'm hearing? That you brought in another woman to your house? Ovo asked. Yes, now, I wanted coming to your house tomorrow to inform you officially about the marriage. Now you know, no need to invite you again. I'll be going to Betty's house to pay a bride price next week. I'm not in support of you getting married to a second wife, oh. So I'm not going with you, Ovo said. Why are you talking like this now, my friend? You know how I desperately need a daughter. Then get your wife pregnant. She might bear a female child this time around, Mr. Ovo advised. No, it's only boys she has in her womb. I can't risk having another boy, Mr. Ego said. Ego married his new wife legally. Betty, Ego's new wife, got pregnant. She flaunted the pregnancy for everyone to see, especially Thega, her co-wife. Ego will always taunt his first wife, Thega, that Betty will give birth to a female child for him. Betty will just be lazying about, expecting Thega and her children to do all the house chores. Don't you know she is pregnant? Please, don't stress her at all. Mama boys, Ego will make jest of his wife. Thega accepted her faith and was doing all the chores in the house without complaining for peace to reign. Eventually, Betty was in labor. Ego was so excited that he's expecting a female child, but unfortunately for him, Betty gave birth to a male child. Ego was so upset and disappointed. Betty came back from the hospital and could not face Tega because she knew she has offended her in so many ways. Tega helped Betty in taking care of the newborn baby. Betty was feeling so guilty that despite all the heat treatment she melted on Tega, she's still caring for her and her baby. Betty apologized and Tega forgave her. They became close friends. Few years later, Betty got pregnant again. Ego was expecting a female child this time around. Ovo, Ego's friend, will always make jest of Ego. I told you not to marry another woman, but you refused. Now see, no be another boy she born for you so. Who knows, she might give birth to a male child this time around too. Don't even say that oh. This time around, she will give me a beautiful daughter. Ego argued with Ovo. Okay, oh, let the will of God be done. Yes, the will of God is for me to have a daughter this time around. Ego argued further. Tega was pregnant with her fifth child, but she did not bother to inform her husband. She decided to keep it a secret because she don't want her husband to make jest of her this time around. Efe, Ego's first son, knowing his mother's condition, will always assist his mom and make things easier for her. Tega always appreciate God for blessing her with wonderful boys. Betty was so worried that she might give birth to another boy and Ego might not take it lightly with her this time. Betty will complain to Tega about her predicament. Now, you see how I felt all these years, right? When my husband will always maltreat me because I could not give him a female child. Don't worry, let the will of God be done. Any gender you have, you accept with good faith. You see how my boys are assisting and taking care of me. It's not only female children that take care of parents, so just pray God blesses you with understanding and God-fearing children. That's all that matters. Few months later, Betty gave birth to a baby boy. Ego was so angry that he left Betty at the hospital. Ovo went to the hospital to pay all the bills and brought Betty home. Ego was so upset that he did not bother about his wife and newborn. Ovo was so angry with Ego. What is wrong with you, my friend? Are your wives God that determines the gender they will give birth to? Ego. I don't care, Ego replied. Betty was so angry with Ego that she regretted ever agreeing to marry him in the first place. Tega's pregnancy was becoming obvious each passing day. Ego was so surprised. Come on, this woman, you are pregnant and you did not inform me. Well, no problem. Thank God you did not even inform me about it. Oh. I know you will still give birth to another boy because now only boys fool your body. Tega looked at her husband and shook her head. She did not utter any words to him. One fateful evening, Tega fell into labor. She sent her son Efe to inform her husband, but Ego did not bother taking her to the hospital. Efe ran to Ovo's house to inform him. Ovo rushed down and took her to the hospital. After several hours of labor, Tega gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. Tega was so happy and she thanked Ovo for standing by her all through. Ovo went back to Ego's house to inform him that his wife had put to bed, but Ego did not show any sign of excitement. No be boy she born again. What is so special about this one? Please, let me be. Ovo looked at Ego and said, this one is special. Your wife gave birth to a baby girl this time. You say waiting? My wife gave birth to a baby what? Oh my goodness, Jesus. Ah, look at my life now. Ego was so ashamed of himself. He ran after Ovo. Please, my friend, I am begging you in the name of God. Follow me to the hospital to apologize to my wife, Tega. I know you are the only person that she can listen to right now. Please forgive me. Now I know better. I wouldn't have married another wife. I would have waited for God to give me a daughter at the right time. Ovo looked at Ego and said, well, I forgive you. Let's go. Ovo accompanied Ego to the hospital to beg Tega. Tega was so angry with her husband. She started crying. Ego knelt down to beg Tega. My wife, please, I am sorry. Now I know better. I know that you are not God that gives children. Please, I am sorry. Please forgive me. Tega looked at her husband and said, well, you are the father of my children. I forgive you. Tega and Ego hugged each other. Ego was so happy that he carried his baby girl and was smiling all through. Ego paid all the hospital bill. They left the hospital happy. Hope you enjoyed my story. Please subscribe to my channel for more stories.